Hello everybody and warm welcome. So it's one day special finishes, another one begins. Speaking of special, can I introduce you to the one and only Kathryn Sturrock?
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. I feel a little bit underdressed now though, Yanis.
What? Well, not at all.
Well, I had a shirt on earlier, a blouse. It was quite frilly, but I was so cold in the studio I had to come find a jumper.
It's because with the aircon.
I know.
Yeah. You're looking very well. Bless
Thank you.
There's Ben. Now, listen, we need to get to the bottom of something before we look at that one day special. We're about to do that because is this true or false that you have now set a new Hochanda record?
Oh, I don't know, have I?
You have.
Have I? What's that then?
Fastest distance on a space hopper. Other brands are available, may I say. What have you been? I've been looking at your Facebook posts. What have you been up to?
It's here with me in the studio. I've got to give a name to this space hopper. When I was little, that was my favourite ever toy.
Oh.
It was I used to jump around on a space hopper all around the garden, jumping out. I used to make fences and jump over them.
Other hoppers are available.
There are, yes. I used to go up and down, pretend it was Black Beauty.
I
used to come on holiday
so having
with
a pony, you had a hopper?
Yes.
How much bouncing have you done on your hopper this Christmas?
This Christmas, actually, it only got pumped up yesterday afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was dark by the time I did that, so I couldn't go outside. Okay. So I did a little practice. I nearly did bash my head on the ceiling.
How high were you bouncing?
Well, I was bouncing quite high, but also I live in a cottage with quite low ceilings.
That's a good combination to get hitting on. So,
but I did bring it in with me today, and I had a bit of a bounce down the corridor.
We got to try and film that. Now, speaking of fun, let's take a look at the one day special. If anyone's not seen Paper Rose before, I know it's an American brand. Tell us a little bit about them.
They're not American, actually. They're Australian.
Australian brand. Tell me a little bit more about them.
Yes, they are Australian. Oakwood Archer distribute these in the UK for us and supply them here, of course, at Hochanda. Now, they are wonderful. They are a lovely little family company that started off. I've got to say the quality is exceptional of the dies. You also get stamps as well. They do other things, but we've mainly seen the dies and the stamps here. The one day special itself is really, really pretty. You can see there you've got your peonies and you've got your dies to go with the stamps and the dies together. You may have seen these before, but I don't think we've ever seen them as a combined bundle. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but we've got a saving because.
So we're getting the stamps and the dies.
We are, yes.
We're getting a £12 saving courtesy of, so it's a saving of 30%, courtesy of the one day special.
Yes.
So Kathryn,
yes.
Now you were telling me if we added something else to our basket to tip it over the £30 mark, then we can use the promo code Christmas10 and save it Christmas 19 and save a tenner.
You can. You can. So watch those baskets during this hour because if you just slightly under...
to add it in.
Yes, there's lots of things that you could add in. So if you just get under that £30 mark, find something that appeals to you, obviously, pop it in your basket and you're as good as going to get that free because I think we have got some items around the £9.99 mark.
Show you here, just having a look at this. Ooh, now this is very pretty. Lovely flower, I mean, scream for colour. Very vibrant,
yes. And of course, I mean, when you stamp, you can emboss as well if you like, but you can stamp, you can colour with so many different mediums, watercolour, your alcohol pens, your inks, you know, it's entirely up to you.
Beautiful.
Very vibrant, that one. There's another one in the front there that's completely different colour, a little bit softer in colour. We'll see that as well, so you can see the two together.
My fault, my fault.
There we are, look, so in the pretty pinks there.
Oh, yeah. $14.99. Oh, that is beautiful. Do you know, we are very busy.
It is
when you
very,
consider
very pretty.
For $14.99, you're getting the dies, you're getting the stamps, you're getting the £12 saving. But what we're noticing, a lot of people are adding an additional item into their basket, taking advantage of Christmas 19 and saving a further £10. Because what you could be doing. Now let's think about this. Because you're already getting a £12 saving here, you should be spending $26.99 normally to get both of these two together. And
we have had them on shows in the past at that price as well, where we've done the stamps on their own, we've done the stamps and the dies. You know, we've got the combination, you've got the best of everything.
Oh. We are busy. We've got to move on. That's a one day special. Kathryn's going to be playing with it throughout the show. Right, now what we got, I'm thinking of the hopper.
You are, aren't you? We've got another lovely bundle here. Now you've got dies and stamps again here. These, we've got poinsettias in here, but actually I don't think these are necessarily poinsettias. They could be for any time of the year. I always think of clematises because you get different versions, don't you? Yeah, you could layer these up as well. You've got the branch in there, which is very, very useful. You've got the berries in there as well. So although it does say Christmas, certainly you can use that for much more than Christmas, can't you?
Got to point out, obviously being Christmas and New Year, the dispatch for this will be on the 3rd of January, okay? So just let them know, because obviously a lot of companies are on Christmas break. Now, let's have a think about this. Because we were talking about adding in to the one-day special.
Yeah.
So if we put this with our one-day special, does that tip us over the £30 mark? Oh, ooh. We're literally 3 pence short there. Okay, so we'll carry on going down.
Keep an eye out though, see what else we've got.
That's what I'd be doing at home. Right, so that's one item, 782-706. Now we've got, beautiful butterflies. These are already busy. Pretty. A lot of you have shopped ahead, so well done. Look at the savings.
Yes. Oh wow, £7. Now look, £9.98 there. Yeah. This is one. If you like your butterflies, keep an eye out for any of the others. If you're just under that £30 mark, this is a good one to pop in. Yeah. Because we all use butterflies, don't we?
Spoken like a true crafter. Saving £7, 303-913, your item number there. Let me just show you, because we actually had a couple butterflies. It is such a beautiful, delicate butterfly, and you've got the corner as well coming through. Imagine adding that corner, you've got the butterfly in there, and I like the fact we can, with the butterfly, you've got effectively the matte and then the detail.
You have. So you can go with just one layer if you like, you can go with both. So essentially you've got your solid and your filigree sort of layer there. Now I've teamed that with the peonies as well. You can see the peonies there. And if you like that border, we've got that on the show. I know it's not on the counter, but it is there, that pretty lace border.
Oh, here.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This one.
Oh, sorry.
This
that one, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's also it's one of my favourite dyes, actually. I love it.
Saving £7, £9.98 your price for this power combo. 303-913 your item number. Now, we have got a set of 3 for you coming in. These are your background dyes. Just taking a look over here. So, background dyes. Kathryn.
Yes.
I'm a little bit excited, all right? Because this is the biggest saving on the counter so far. Saving £25.
Yeah.
But have you noticed that magical figure?
I have.
So
I have. If we get rid of the FlexiBuy just for a moment, you will see again, I think most people have already spotted it, £31.97.
So you're not going to be paying £31.97. Nope. Nobody, and Kathryn will be very, very annoyed if you do. I'll tell you why, because she wants to save you money. So you're actually going to be spending £21.97.
You are.
Saving £35, because when you check out, you're going to use the code Christmas19 and save a tenner. £20 or £21.97 for all 3 of those, Kathryn.
I know. And honestly, that is genuine.
Ridiculous.
That is absolutely genuine. £56.97, the usual price if you were to buy all these 3 together. Now, we may have seen individuals again in the past, but as the whole set there, I have never seen a price quite like that. That is an absolute bargain.
And I've actually seen these being used a lot, and they are fantastic dyes. Look, I've got to point something out. There was not meant to be a flexi buy option for it. Usually it's for £40 or more items. It's happened. You can take advantage of flex payment, but if you do, you won't be able to use the credit. So if you're wondering why the credit won't work, the only reason for that is because with the credit, if you have got a flexi basket, the flexi basket has to be £30 or more. Yeah. So what you can do, now you can pay for it straight away, £31.97 if you're happy to do that and get that £10 saving, or what else you can do is add a few more items into your basket, and as long as your flexi basket, so you could say add the one-day special, you could add something else into your basket, as long as it's over £30, then you can use the credit.
Yes, definitely. Do you know, I'm going to show you all 3 of these because we've got them as a bundle. They all work completely on their own as well. So if I show you this layer here, this is actually, I'll just have to double check, this is layer number 3.
Right.
Layer number 3. Now that on its own is beautiful because you've got gorgeous stitching line in there. That will emboss straight into there with your die. Very, very nice indeed. Then layer number 2 is this one.
Oh, that's nice.
Now again, there is stitching line in there. Can you see? Can you see that as well? But you put those 2 together, just line them up, and that's the effect that you're going to get.
What?
Which is beautiful.
I mean, that looks 3D.
It does, but we haven't finished there because we're giving you all 3 layers in this bundle. There is layer number 1, but again, if you put them together, and this is just one way of working with these. I mean, I think we'll probably have a play with these in this hour because there's an awful lot that you can do with these. Actually, let me just line those up. So going with all 3 layers.
Ooh.
Obviously,
it's a trick of the eye, because you do, that's completely flat, but you would be forgiven for thinking that it's a three-dimensional image.
Yes.
Take advantage. You're getting all three of these. Now, you can use the flexi payments, $15.99 if you want, or what I would suggest is, look, normally we'd say take advantage of flexi payment if it's there, but if we whip the price around, so $15.99 your flexi payment, a few pennies more, you can pay for it outright, because remember, you're going to be saving £10 by using the promo code Christmas19. The price will, you'll save £10, it will come down to $21.97. That's very pretty.
Now that's been made into an actual card, so there's a little hinge on there as well. I've got to apologise, some of these samples are a little bit battered because they've been knocked around a bit in a box, but you can see using other dyes that we've got on here as well, really effective. I mean, that looks gorgeous in the black with the gold and the ivory. That would make a lovely wedding card.
Kathryn, I think we need to tell everybody how busy we are.
Okay.
I want to give you an indication. We've been looking at this for 3 minutes.
Okay.
We have lost over a quarter of the stock. Now, this is how busy we are. From the time it took me to say that, so our lovely producer Meg is working very hard. So, and she says hello to everyone, by the way. So she told me 20% of the stock had gone. So she gave us the information. By the time it took me to reiterate that, it had gone up to a quarter of the stock. So we are, this is flying. And I think, I don't know once it's gone if we'll be able to get hold of any more stock. So that look, the problem is getting hold of anyone to do it over this period, we might struggle.
Do you know, just in case we can't get hold of any more, and for those that are buying this, if they're buying them in their droves, I think what we'll do is play a lot with this set during this hour.
Should we do that?
Because there's an awful lot to do that you can do with these. It's not just as I've shown you, there's an awful lot more you can do with these.
God bless you, Kathryn. Okay. Right, we're going to move on. What have we got here? Oh, no, I tell you what, we're going to look at the website. My bad. Let's jump onto the website and have a little look, because we are going to go have a play. And this is what Kathryn does best. So shop ahead, have a look. There are some fantastic savings. Of course, we're still in the midst of our big save event. Take advantage. Now, the promo code, and the only reason all of us presenters keep on going on about this promo code is this is the final day to take advantage of Christmas 19. So when you're checking out, if anything, and the promo code applies to anything on our website. So have a look, use the Hochanda Go app or website, anything that applies on there. You can use the code Christmas 19 as long as your basket is £30 or more, excluding discounts or P&P. You can see full T's and C's on our website.
Okay, now then, I did promise you those dyes. We are going to use them, but we're also going to use the one-day special as well.
Together?
So we're going to start with that first of all.
Right.
Now, any card, I've got to tell you, any card stock that I'm using, unless it's paper pads or card stock pads that we've got on the show, which are the decorative ones, if it's the plainer ones or the shimmer card, it's all Pink Frog. The guys very kindly left me some card stock to work with, which is great.
Because you love it, you work on it, you do love it.
I do love it, I really, really do love it. So anything that you're seeing, such as this, with the nice shimmer on, you will have seen Karen using today, all from Pink Frog. The super smooth card, I've got to say, is exceptional for stamping on, and that's where we're going to start, actually.
Do you know what, Kathryn? You obviously, because you did a little post and saying we're coming up to a year now you've been presenting on Hochanda.
Do you know what it is? It's
That's
nearly
incredible.
a year. I know.
I think as an addition to Hochanda, we're extremely fortunate to have someone as talented as you, and I really mean that. But do you know why? You kind of embrace the whole ethos, and we've got some, look, Paola, we've got Leonie, we've got Alex, we've got Hayley, we've got some fantastic crafters here. But you embrace the ethos of Hochanda, and also you are so loyal to Hochanda.
I am very loyal to Hochanda. I am.
Look,
I am.
Kathryn
and I'll tell you
is
why
very
as well.
talented. She's highly sought after, but she's telling everyone, look, I'm not going anywhere. I love Hochanda, and this is where I'm staying.
And do you know why I'm so loyal? And this is true, and I'm not going to go into detail. I had quite a lot of bad luck in my personal life where I was at quite a low point, and you know, a lot of the viewers out there, we hear about illnesses, we hear about, you know, things that go wrong, and craft is a great therapy. And there was a point where I actually did think, don't want to get upset actually,
okay,
I did actually think
nice
that maybe life would never be the same for me again. And you keep smiling through, you try, but then I was given the opportunity.
We've all felt like that.
I was given the opportunity of auditioning for presenter. Didn't think I'd get it. Was offered the job. Took it with both hands, and I've never looked back, honestly, and I just felt as though it was a real turning point in my life.
And you know, you're so well loved out there as well. I see the post, and also
but it is genuine.
You read the post. You see, Kathryn's normally the first of the presenters. She'll look at the post to reply. Someone's got a question as well. I mean, there's a compliment. I think it's lovely.
I do keep an eye on things,
Hochanda.
and if I see people asking questions and nobody's answered, I do try and answer it as best I can. I can't always do that, but I do try. because it's important.
Look,
we are
craft is
here
your
to help
life.
people.
And so many
Yeah, it
viewers
is,
at home, you
actually.
can relate to that. Because if you're watching right now, look, it's Boxing Day, you are a solid crafter through and through. Right,
Yes,
enough chat from me.
you are. Right, now I've got some of these super smooth cardstock from Pink Frog. Now, it doesn't matter that it's not nice and neat because I'm going to cut this out. I've just inked up the flowers there. This is the peony set from the one-day special. And what I've done, I've got every single one of those stamps all in one go.
Nice.
Just going to press down here, just make sure we've got a nice connection there with the ink and the cardstock.
And do you let it soak in a bit?
Not really. I just want to make sure I've got a nice, even... Do you know, make sure you've got a good ink. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
And decide what you're going to colour your flowers with, because that's important as well.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to use alcohol pens, so I need to make sure I've got a nice ink pad that's going to work with the alcohol pens.
That's such a good point.
It
Because
is.
sometimes we don't think about it. We stamp on, and then you've got to think what mediums then you're going to add to it, because you don't want it to affect.
Yes.
I am so sorry if you're stuck in a queue at the moment, because we are currently experiencing queues and they're growing. I'm not surprised on the counter we've got today, so one-day special. If you are stuck in a queue, I promise we'll try and get through to you as soon as possible.
Okay, so I am actually using alcohol pens here. If you're using watercolour, it's the same thing. Think about the ink that you use, and it needs to be a certain type of ink.
Okay.
The one I've used is the Picket Fence Studios, which I love, which is a hybrid ink. You could use Versifying Clair or something like that, I think, as well. But just make sure you've got the right ink. Now, I'm not going to colour all of these because I've already got some done. But just to go in with, make sure I get the right end of the pen. I'm just going to go with a little bit of yellow in the centre of my peony here.
Lovely.
And we'll add a little bit of orange in there as well. Let me just make sure I've got the right...
These designs just jump to life. Now, I have to say, one-day special is extremely busy. Actually, it's one of those occasions where a lot of you are shopping ahead. You're going down the full counter, so you can shop by brand. Just type in Paper Rose and see all the goodies on the show. Take advantage of the savings. The set of trio, the dies, which we will look at as well in the demonstration at some point, very busy for that too. One-day special, over 10% of the stock's gone.
Wow.
And we had a lot of stock here. So to be calling 10%, because it's all relative. When you see a percentage, it's all relatively starting stock. But we had a lot of starting stock here. And we're only like 17 minutes in.
Wow. Now, I'm using the Spectra AD alcohol markers here. Now, I could have done with just drying off the ink a little bit more. It was still not quite dry, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Sure,
and
it looks like a bit of shadowing.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely fine. Just let it dry off or use your heat gun just to make sure it's completely dry. Being a hybrid ink, that is quite a slow drying ink to what you'd normally expect for something that you do with alcohol markers. But what I'm going to do, I've gone the whole of that with one colour. I've got another pink here, and I'm just going to pick it. I can see where the edges of the petals are curled. So, you know, you've got lots of detailed lines here, so you know where to add the colour.
Catherine?
Yes?
I've just been having a one-way conversation with our lovely producer, Meg. No, this is important, actually, because you know the dies.
Which ones?
And we said these were busy, right? The circle backgrounds. Now, last time we talked about these, now you are getting all three, over a quarter of the stock had gone. We are now, what do you reckon, Kathryn? Give me a guess. What do you think we're at?
Over a quarter gone, that's 25%, 40%.
I mean, look, if I was calling 40% now, that would be great going.
That would be good.
Yeah, we're not 40%, unfortunately.
Are we not quite there?
Not quite there. We're at 70% of the stock. We are going to be calling limited stock very, very soon. Look, if you want these, please check out. Now, I'm not trying to do any hard sell or pressure sale at all. The only thing is that we know we're going to struggle. We will make the calls. Of course, we're going to try and make the calls, but it's Boxing Day. Do you think anybody at Paper Rose is going to be in the building to answer the call? Probably not. So if you want to get hold of these, and make sure you can get hold of these. And this is one item on the poll. When we say poll, it's just items that we have for a show. So it's one item on a show where we know guaranteed that's it. It's over the £30 mark. You don't need to add anything else in. You will be getting all three sets of dice. I don't want anybody to pay full price on this. Nobody's going to pay $31.97. Remember, when you check out and you have to put in the code, use the code Christmas, so just Christmas in capitals, and then 1919, so Christmas 19, and you're going to save £10. It applies instantly, but you have to use that code. We're now 80% of the stock.
And I really wanted to show you what you could do with those as well. I might not get around to doing that. So I'm not going to colour all of these in. I'm going to be very quick with this. I just want to show you using the dies as well. Okay. So obviously I've just coloured ahead there. A little bit more colour's gone in, so we've got a definition of colour there on the edges of petals and things like that.
Very pretty.
The leaves, one colour there. I'm just going to go in with a slightly darker colour let's just go more to one side here. So there's a little bit of shadow on one side. And there we go, just a little bit there.
Oh, now do you know what? We had a lovely email in from Paula. Thank you so much, Paula. And she just said,
Paula?
just please tell Kathryn we love her.
Oh.
And we appreciate everything that she does.
Oh, how nice is that? Oh, thank you, Paula. Oh, I really will be crying by the end of the show if you don't stop. Oh, thank you.
That's
no,
nice.
that is lovely. That is really, I do appreciate that, actually.
We're just going to see how many emails have we had in. People say they love Yanis. Right? None there. They're a bit awkward.
They'll all come flooding in now, don't worry.
No, I'm teasing. I don't want any emails.
Now, of course, you've got your dies to cut these out. So, just to show you, now these, I say this every time I have dies and stamps together.
I remember us doing this together, and you had the wrong die, and we were turning it for ages trying to find out. Do you remember?
we might be doing that this time as well, because I've got to decide. I think it's that one.
We are limited stock with the circle dies, so those set of 3 background circle dies, they're about to go. We are limited. You've seen how quickly we've gone from 70% to limited stock now. So if you want to get hold of those, I would say guesstimate next 2 or 3 minutes. You could hear me say it's technically sold out. Just again, please remember to put in the code when you're checking out, Christmas 19, or you can just tell the our lovely call centre, if you're on the phone, just mention the code Christmas 19. They'll apply it and you'll save £10. But you have to apply that code.
Right, okay.
Now using a bit of low-tack tape.
I'm using the low-tack. I don't normally do this. I normally just risk it. But because you've got a lot of little dies here, if they do cross over, you are going to damage the blades.
Well, it's the only way to ruin a die, isn't it?
It will ruin dies, yeah. So I am going to take this down. I know what you're doing. You're just checking that corner there, aren't you? I'm just going to move that. Now that may just. No, I'm going to stop that there.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you will get a little bit of a white border when you cut out with these as well, which I really quite like because I think it gives you definition. So I've only doing 1 flower here and 1 leaf, but of course you can do as many as you like. Okay. So I'll just run that through. Obviously, take away the tape.
Nice.
There we are.
Oh, it is good low-tack tape, isn't it?
It is. Let me just get rid of the machine and then we can see what we're doing a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I have to say.
They're nice, aren't they? Now, if you really don't want that white edge, you could ink that in. Yeah. Or use your markers and ink it. But I do actually really like the white edge, and I'm going to use that. I've got some that I've pre-done before, and I've got a few extra leaves and things as well. So I did want to use. I'm going to pop those to one side. We've still got some left, haven't we?
Handful. They're about to go.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm going to use 2 layers that I've already done. Then
we're very lucky. Hochanda, working at Hochanda, because we bring you brands from across the globe. Now, Paper Rose being an Australian company, not an American, Australian company, I don't know where I got America from, but being a fantastic Australian brand. Now, if you were to buy from them and get it shipped from Australia, it's the shipping obviously is high, and then you have to pay the import tax as well. Don't have to worry about any of that here at Hochanda. We've handled it all for you. If you're a Freedom member, there is 0 postage on there. Just to point out though, everything that you're seeing on the show, live show, they will be dispatched on the 3rd of January. That's only because, from the 3rd of January, it's only because obviously the Christmas time and everything, you have to have a little bit of a wait. But that's fair enough. 3rd of January I think is fair.
Okay, now I've got some paper or some cardstock from one of the books we've got. It's our dotty one.
The pads, yeah. Yeah,
I'm going to use that in a little while, but I'm looking at the colour of that. I've got pink flowers. I'm going to use that as my background. The top layer that I'm going to cut with layer number 1 of the dies, I haven't got another piece of paper, so I'm going to make my own. Oh. So I'm using a little bit of ink here. This is ice spruce.
It's a nice colour.
I really wanted to bring pink in, but I can't find my pink ink pad, unfortunately.
Gun walkies.
So, so I'm going to go in with peacock feathers. Okay, I know what I didn't get. I might have to get Ben to help me out in a little while.
Got breaking news. The background circle dies have technically sold out. Now, this is important because a technical sellout means that all our stock is either sold or in your basket. If it is in your basket and if you really, really want those, please make sure to check out, because if it does bounce out of your basket, odds are someone else will snap it up. Just saying.
Okay, so I've gone with a little bit more ice spruce on the other side there, and it's the peacock feathers in the centre. Because this is a shimmer card, this is the pink frog, it will take a little bit longer for that to dry, and then the shimmer will come through.
Already coming through.
It is coming through.
That's very ethereal.
Now, because that's going to take longer to dry on that card, if I touch that, I will see fingerprints, but you know, if you see that now, don't worry about it. It's just, I can wash my hands afterwards. It's fine. Right, I'm going to bring the machine back in. Again, this is a tip for you actually. I'm hoping this is going to be all right. But if ever you use an ink on cardstock and it's a little bit wet and then you try and die cut, it can stop it die cutting properly. Oh. Because you've wet the fibres in the card. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place that on there.
As we're putting that through the machine, can I just draw your attention back to the one-day special, which is extremely busy. You are getting both of these fantastic sets. So you're getting the stamps and the accompanying die set as well. And Kathryn's just showing you how important it is having both, so you don't have to fussy cut out. They scream for colour. $14.99. You are getting all 6 of the stamps and all 6 of the accompanying dies as well. I mean, fantastic value for money, saving £12. But if you do pop something else into your basket, because the promo code Christmas19, you can use as many times as you like. So let's just say you pop something else in your basket to tip it over the £30 mark, then you will save an additional £10 on prices that are already phenomenal. Okay.
Okay, right, so I was trying not to let any more pieces fall out of this, just to show you how well these dies cut, but most of them had just dropped out. And that cardstock was a little bit wet with the ink as well, so, you know, that's worked really, really well. I'm going to use the other layers that I had, so we've got all 3 layers there. Best way probably, well actually, with this one I can just kind of, I haven't got the smallest of nozzles on this because I cut a little bit too much off.
Sorry?
What I will say, I know these have about gone, but look at them when you get them home, because I now can't demonstrate in the way that I wanted to. Fantastic stencils.
Oh yes.
Fantastic stencils. Yeah. Also, look at the snippability, because you will see flowers within these as well. So you can take areas out. I am allowed just to put these together, aren't I?
Yeah, of course. As we're doing that, I think both Kathryn and myself would like to take this opportunity to just thank the team, because they've worked. I mean, look, so many of the team.
We certainly would.
Working in TV, holidays, weekends don't mean the same to us. So a lot of the team work Christmas Eve. We're going to be working New Year's Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, I should say. So we just want to say to the whole team, we've got Jack Flooring, such a polite guy. We've got Jimmy, who's an utter gent, and the lovely Meg, who are producing. But the whole team here at Hochanda, that's team on at the moment. Both Kathryn and myself think you guys are amazing.
Yes, we do. We do. I was singing the praises earlier to Karen as well. It's because it's easy to forget those that are behind the cameras. It's easy for everyone to forget that they're there. And they're, of course, we can't do our job at all without them, can we?
No.
It is a team, definitely. Now, the paper pad that I've used is called, it's by Dress My Craft.
Watch your hair getting into the glue.
Is it? That's not the first time I'll have done that. I'm trying to see the name of it. Meg will find that for me. I've got things all on top of mine. It's the dotty one, Meg. Dress My Craft.
We'll flash the details on your screen. It's called
Spots and Stripes, that's it. And everybody knows I love my spots especially.
12 by 12, $13.99.
Yes, I know, it's great, isn't it? Ooh. Now, because I made my own topper there, you can see the difference in colour, so I just need to decide what's going where. I think I'm going to have it this way, because there's more of the darker green at that end. Let's just stick that down a little bit. You could use your foam pads, of course, but for speed, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the centre. So that works nicely with the background. And then, of course, you've got your peonies. Now, what I would suggest doing is giving them a little bit of shape. So I'm going to just put that point in, actually. Let's just shape these up. So I've got all of the flowers cut out, plus one extra one, because we did another one, didn't we, in the demo there. So I've actually got a spare. Probably won't use all of these.
As you're shaping that, when you get this home, you know, there are paper pads and there are paper pads. Everything about this screams premium.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You see, just having it in my hand. So this is your dots and your stripes coming through. And if I just give you a little picky flicky, so they are single-sided, but beautiful, beautiful quality. Look at these.
They're very heavy in weight, aren't they? And a lovely effect in the background set, because it's not a solid
GSM.
colour.
So you it's like a mottled batik in the background.
It's gorgeous.
How about that? I like the stripes too. These would be good with any cards, especially movement cards as well.
Yes.
'Cause it's breaking up a scene. If you wanted to stamp on, lovely. So all of those, 12 designs, 2 of each. There we go. That's your paper pad, $13.99, saving £5, but it is an absolute premium paper pad. Beautiful.
Now, I'm just going to lay these on top, so you can decide how many flowers you want. I just think we'll have a nice cluster of flowers. I do like the green against the pink there, actually. I tend to go odd numbers.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people, that's an artistic
add that
rule.
one there like that. It is, and I could get, but I think I'm going to overload if I put another one on. But let's just.
That's very pretty, Kathryn.
You see, layer it out and then decide whether it needs to. And I do like things to hang over the edge of the cards as well. But bear in mind, of course, if you're doing that, you need to make sure that your envelope's going to fit. So just think about that.
Look, what you're getting with the one-day special, and I think this is one of the reasons why it is such a powerful one-day special, is the fact that it will work with anything in your stash. Let's think about this, because Kathryn created a beautiful background with the dies. Oh, sorry, Kathryn.
Sorry.
With the dies, obviously, that are sold out, but this could be on any background. Because it just works with so many other designs.
Yeah, obviously, when we're demonstrating, we're trying to bring in and show you as much as possible. But, you know, you might think, well, that's quite a fussy card, but what you could do is take away some of those and just go maybe with a couple of little flowers there and a nice sentiment. So you've got choices.
What about, I'll let you do that.
Okay. See, I've still got the even numbers there. I like that, actually. That looks less fussy.
That's nice.
A nice sentiment to go on there.
Can I show you something?
Go on then.
Yeah? I'm just thinking, what about, to keep that uniformity, you can just have it right in the centre.
You could.
And then I would spread those out along there, if you wanted.
So that's quite symmetrical.
Well, I was going for more symmetrical. Kathryn's like, no, blah. Okay, so look,
that's fine.
You're the expert. I was just showing you another way. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to have a very, very quick recap, because I know we want to stay and have lots more fun with Kathryn. So let's just take a look at the one-day special. It is busy, everybody. We're talking paper rose, in conjunction with the Big Save event. And not only that, you can use, this is the final day, midnight tonight, the promo code Christmas19 will disappear. I tell you why we're busy at the moment. We're always busy whenever we feature Paper Rose, because it is such a fantastic company. But today, and today only, you're a very special event, because you've got a crossover of promotions. Normally this doesn't happen, but what you're getting is access to the Christmas 19 promo code, which means if you have £30 or more in your basket, you can save, or you will save, put that code in, an additional £10 straight away. It just happens. Not credit, it happens instantly. But also, we've got the Big Save event, one-day special. So have a look at that price. That 30% saving, the £12 saving for the one-day special could jump to a £22 saving if you get your basket to the £30 mark or more. So think about anything else on the poll. If you are a Paper Rose fan, you get your one-day special, you throw something else in that guaranteed will be on a special price anyway, because we've got a Big Save event, and then take advantage of the Christmas 19. You could not have picked a better time to be joining us. It is Boxing Day. If you just want, tell you what, I want to speak to you right now. Are you escaping the madness? Have you had the family over? Maybe you're recovering from yesterday, or the family right now. I know what's happened. You've sought refuge in your craft room. You've got the TV or the tablet on. Let us keep you company. I promise, we're not going to say anything. I won't tell the family where you're at. Take advantage of your savings, or even if you just want to enjoy the show, you don't have to buy. You can just enjoy the show. That's the whole point of Hochanda. We want to be here for you. This is the one-day special. We are very, very busy for our one-day special. 644-385, your item number there. Now, we also have the poinsettia, which you could add to your basket as well. Once again, it's that perfect combination of stamps and dies, and this is an occasion where I have to say, poinsettia, because they are very detailed, you're going to want to get the dies in the mix as well. $15.98 your price there, and you can find details online. Now, the butterfly.
The butterfly.
Oh, we are busy for this. So you can see the butterfly on your screen. Not only are you getting the butterfly, you're getting the matte, the block silhouette, the outside cutting edge, and then that beautiful detail to layer on top. So position the butterfly, oppose it, bring it to life, and look at that corner in there as well. $9.98 your price there. 303 913 your item number. Getting 3 dies in total, but they are beautiful, big dies. Right. We're going to start here, Kathryn, because a lot of people are popping this trio into their basket, and I'm not surprised.
No,
that is so elegant.
That is beautiful. I love my flourishes. You'll often hear me say that as well. I've just picked up actually the card from the one day special. We had this there. You can see I've used the flourishes with the spray of peonies there, which looks really, really nice. You can snip into this. It's absolutely beautiful. There's another one here. This is a little bit pale in colour, but you can see, you know, I think more weddings, maybe baby cards, perhaps. Keep the colours very, very soft.
And just changing the colour, like gold, silver, white.
Completely different.
Albums would look good.
Albums are fantastic, absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the daisies in there as well. So this one here, do watch out again for that border. I might use that in the next demonstration.
Do you like that border?
I do, I love it. We haven't got it on the counter, you see, so I just want to point that out. It is there. The daisies, you can layer up. Keep them single, layer them up together, you're going to get different sizes there. And then the third one is actually this little fern that's on the same card here, which is beautiful to tuck in amongst your flowers and add further embellishment to your card toppers and things that you're making.
£17.97 your price, saving £7 there. 124848 your item number. If you put this in your basket in conjunction with the one day special, you get over that magical £30 marker, and it means you can apply the code Christmas19 and save £10. So then all of a sudden you're bringing that price right down and the one day special down as well.
Yep.
Do you know what I'd be thinking?
What's that?
You're saving £10, so you see that £7.97.
Yes.
That means you're getting all of this for effectively a tenner. Take that £7.97 off, and with the one day special, that's at £14 something. Take a couple of quid off there already, the saving goes up.
Yeah.
So that's a good combination to have.
It is a good combination, and they're great dies. This one that we're looking at now, it's one of those accessories, one of those that you're going to go for all the time. The flourishes, the little leaves, the foliage in there, and the daisies. Whether they're the focal point of a card, or whether you want to use those as filler flowers, they're absolutely beautiful.
I mean, just using with regard to foliage. Do you like a little foliage or just a little, or do you like to build it up?
I like to build it up, so I like the option of having something that's quite small as a die, so I can multi-layer. Also, I think that makes a great feather.
That does.
And if you put two layers together but slightly offset them, they make fantastic feathers.
I like your eyes. All right, we're going to move on. Right, we've got now we haven't seen this yet so far. That's why it's worth shopping ahead by brand, and you'll be able to see all the other goodies. This is quirky. It's our wonky scalloped circles.
Yes. Say that again.
Our wonky scalloped circles. It's not easy to say, Kathryn.
Did you say squirkles?
Squirkles. Sounds like a character.
I like that name. That should be the new name for these, actually.
Got to catch them all. Yeah. There you go.
They are wonky, as you can see. They're meant to be wonky. Actually, if you think about certain things like Studio Light, a lot of the stamps that Lou brings to us, what's that lady's name beginning with M that Lou does? Those quirky stamps anyway. You often see things like these in the stamps, those nothing symmetrical, they're a little bit quirky. These are great for your mixed media. You can layer them together, you can use them separately, use them for stenciling as well. They're just really good fun dies, these.
$19.99 your price there, 755038 your item number. We will move on. Here it is, everybody.
Oh, it's
been long anticipated.
Hooray.
This is your Madison lace, and it's for Kathryn to be that excited over a die. You genuinely love it.
I do.
You never put it on. What you see is what you get.
Do you know, whether you want to go very vintage, keep things very pretty, use it as a lace edge, but you can mix that as well into your mixed media. I do love this. You've got a lot of detail in there as well. Now, there is a cutting edge at the ends, which means it's going to cut the whole thing out. But if you notice the design of it, you've got half of that sort of fan shape at each end, so you can then reattach and have a continuous length, which is fantastic, because if you want obviously a larger card, maybe an 8x8, it's not quite long enough on its own, but you can certainly join that. You can.
Very useful.
Yeah.
That was a conversational killer. $9.99 your price there, 772821 your item number. Over 10% of the stock's already gone here. Look, this is one of Kathryn's favourite dies. And by that, truly, I'm not just saying it, we've saw a load of examples, and I'm so glad we're able to offer it to you. And for Kathryn to be that passionate about and sharing and saying, keep on going back to it, you really do like this die.
I love it, I love it, I do. And think about candles and jars and things. Use it for decorating around your jars and that sort of thing as well. Gesso over, put it on your canvases for your mixed media as well, and gesso over, then bring the detail out with your spritzers and your inks and that sort of thing as well. There's no end to its abilities with that die.
We're going to jump onto our website in just a moment as we go back to our next next demonstration. So let's show you what you've got in store. Have a look on the website if you've got access to the internet. Now, if you don't have access to the internet, remember you can always give our call centre a call, ask some questions. But 2 easiest ways to shop. Website, but also using the Hochanda Go app as well. It's just another way to enjoy your shopping experience here at Hochanda. What should we play with next?
Well, because we've got the 1 day special, I'm going to bring that in again. Probably what I will do, because you've already seen me die, cut and colour, I don't want to spend too long colouring because we're not selling the pens.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to use the pink ones that I had before with the leaves that are already done. I am going to use the lace border.
Right.
I'm also going to bring in the butterflies as well.
Nice.
We may go with the flourish. I'm just going to throw everything together. I've no idea what I'm doing, but I just want to bring in as much as possible. Now, I know it is a lovely card. I know we used this one last time, Yanis, but I'm going to let you pick one out. I don't care which one. We'll just go with whatever you go with.
Now, this is a lot of responsibility.
I trust you. To pick something, yes, don't mess it up, Yanis.
I want to go for that.
That's fine. Oh.
No? Okay.
Well, the only reason I'm doing that, I did say go for any. It's just because I've got pink flowers.
Now, I'm going to say this. Guys, back me up here. Jimmy, I'm going to say something very controversial. I'm going to probably get myself in trouble. But that is whenever
I'm going to do it.
a woman asks you to pick. Now, I know this is controversial. You're not. Look, you pick the choice that they want. You don't say, is this the right choice that I should be picking? No? Okay.
I'm going to play fair.
Yeah?
I'm going to play fair. The only reason I went like that, Yanis, was because I just said we're going to use the pink flowers.
Oh, you did.
So you picked the pink card.
You do need another one. I was wrong.
No, we're going to go with it.
Okay,
we're going to go with it. I'm going to make it work.
Kathryn, I was wrong.
No, I'm going to make it work.
Okay.
Let's not argue about it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. There's things you can do.
My place. All right. Well, this is actually good because you might be down to your last pink. He's showing that there's ways around it.
There are ways around it. Okay, so I'm using one of the Pink Frog pre-scored
I was doing a man thing.
here.
I wasn't paying attention to you give me the full instructions, which I do a lot. My wife says I do it all the time.
Right, okay. I'm going to find a way of bringing some other colour in to break this up then. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Now I've got
Could you edge it? If we edged it with a bit of a darker colour to make it stand out?
You could, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay. You could, but it's the wrong answer. Okay.
What I am going to do though, I'm going to bring my paper trimmer and we're going to go with your spotty card that you chose.
All right.
Okay.
So I just thought that'd look nice for the butterflies, that's all.
It would.
No?
It would. Well, we'll see. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I'm just making it as I go along. So I'm going to cut this at 14 centimetres square. So I've got plenty of cardstock spare. Now we have got a little bit of grey in the corner there, which is quite nice because it breaks that pink up. We're going to make this work. Don't worry. We're going to make this work.
Kathryn, you know what? I have faith in you.
Do you?
Yeah, of course I do. We should. Your title should be Kathryn the Great. I think that'd be a good one. Kathryn. Apparently there are movie studios vying for the rights to that. Kathryn is the kind of crafter who saw an old. What was it? Your crafter van.
Crafter van.
So you saw that, and if you saw what the crafter van looked like when it started and what you've achieved with it so far, you didn't find it in a river?
No, I didn't. No, Jim is saying that. What the story behind it? Most people probably know this now. I was doing a show with Nikki Hassan, which was Heartfelt Creations, and. It was all about camper vans, really pretty camper vans. And so I'm just going to rub this in a little bit. I want to fade that down. I was saying to Nikki, I would love a little caravan like that. I would turn it into a little craft haven. I would decorate it up just in the same way as I saw it on the pictures. And I really meant it because what I did, I came off air and I'd got this vision of this little caravan, this pretty vintage caravan in my head. I actually went searching for one and I found it. It was a lady who had bought, she'd bought this vintage caravan and she was going to turn it into a gin bar.
Oh, a gin bar?
A gin bar. She was going to use it at weddings and they'd taken the windows out, they'd demolished. It was in such a state, honestly, it really was. And I went to see it.
It looked like they drank all the gin before they started.
It did. It really did. Circumstances changed for her and she couldn't continue with the project. Let's just put it that way. So she said to me, I know it's in a bit of a state. I said, the worse it looks, the better for me. So I took it off her hands.
Nice.
and I bought my power tools.
You did.
I
Very
got
proud.
power
Have pictures.
tools. Yeah.
If you aren't already, please follow Kathryn on social media. Go back through her timeline and you'll be able to see when she bought it and what she's achieved with this craft van. It's incredible.
I will continue putting pictures on. People keep asking me about it because I didn't realise how much people wanted to sort of follow the story of this. And
it would have been a great series. I would have happily watched it.
It would, actually. It would have been a great series. But unfortunately, because we had such terrible weather, in the area that I live. I mean, we had a lot of flooding. Luckily, I didn't get flooded, but there was a lot of flooding.
Yeah, and the flood's terrible.
Yeah, so I did have to cover it over, and it's probably going to stay covered over until the winter has gone. Because it is a shame. I couldn't continue with it. But
and we are, if anyone's watching right now who has suffered with the floods, because I know this means, do you know what an area not too far away from you is Doncaster? And the only reason I mention it is because we did a show in Doncaster, Stamp Magic, and everyone there, I was lucky enough to have gone up there twice. It's so friendly. I mean, incredibly friendly and warm. You go in, you chat to everyone. And I was genuinely very sad to hear Doncaster got flooded so badly. You don't want anywhere to get flooded.
I was originally from Doncaster. I lived in Doncaster, and yes, it was absolutely devastating. And honestly, Yanis, it really was, because businesses lost everything. People in their homes lost everything. And but this really shows community spirit, because everybody pulled together and helped each other out. I mean, it was amazing how everybody sort of pulled together. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about this again is I've got the Madison, it is Madison, isn't it, the lace? I've just inked that piece of cardstock, just added some different colours on there in the same way that I did with the circle die.
This is Kathryn's favourite, one of her favourites, so it's the Paper Rose Madison Lace Edge die, $9.99, details on your screen, but we're approaching 30% of the stock.
Now, because I didn't dry that off with the heat gun, because I haven't got one with me at the minute, I'm hoping this is cut because I've inked that cardstock, so it will have made it dry. I would let it dry, but I'm hoping it'll be fine.
Well, that's cut very nicely.
It has cut, actually. So there, let's just pop that out and move this out of the way. Oh, I haven't got my little... no, I've got a pokey tool, but I haven't got... I might let you do this,
let me do it. I'll do it.
Will you?
Yeah.
Can I, before we knock all of these out, if I just take a few out, can you see there? Now I've got, obviously this is going to change, but I've added some different colour there
to break it
by just blending the inks together and then choosing where I do that. So I'll let you do that then, Yanis. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in the butterfly and the flourish as well. So I will have to bring that machine back in. Now I want a bit of drama in here. I think the flourishes I will go with black because they're quite fine. Quite neat, and they're not ever so chunky, so we can get away with quite a bold colour. Let's just go with a couple of these. So while you're doing that, I'll be cutting these, Yanis, as well.
Okay.
And we'll put this all together. And I will do the butterflies.
Okay. Now, I've just got to pop this down for a second because butterflies are very busy. Not just getting the butterfly, you're also getting the corner in there as well. So just having a look, you are getting both of those. I mean, that is a beautiful, beautiful corner. Really, really nice.
Oh, it really is.
And then you've got the butterfly in there too. $9.98 your price. You're saving £7 in the mix. 303 913 your item number.
Okay, so the flourish here, I'm just popping this out. Now, because it's very decorative, the flourish, you've just got to be a little bit careful of those curly tendrils, as I call them, because it has cut through, but you've got to be careful not to catch them as you're taking that out, look. Now, I've got another tip for you. You've probably seen this before, and it's probably something that, if you've got common sense, you'd probably have thought of, but it's worth always giving tips out, because sometimes the simplest things we don't think of.
And also, everyone's different level as well. We've got new crafters joining us.
That's true. Now, there's just that one little last swirl I need to just release from there.
Okay. Had a lot of people interested in the rights to your movie. Kathryn the Great. What kind of movie would it be? I'm imagining like a Ben-Hur epic.
Oh, I love
Boadicea.
Yes, anything with nice costumes in would be amazing.
We can do that. Who would you get to star in the movie with you? Who'd be your leading man?
Well, I've got to actually be in the movie myself.
Well, of course.
Who would be my leading man?
Who would you get to play you?
That's better.
Then who would you get to play you?
Well, I don't know really, actually. Do you know, I don't get to see a lot of TV or films, so I'm not that well clued up on who's around at the moment, actress-wise. But who would be my leading man, did you say?
Who would you like?
Oh, it'd be this guy called, he's not very well known.
No?
Very dark, handsome man. He's called Yanis Morgan. Have you ever heard of him?
That's a good choice. There you go. I would be honoured to play your leading man. That'd be, we've got to make this happen. I'll write the script.
Now, what I've just done there, because that was quite misshapen when I took it out, because I had to get all those little curly bits out, then just send it back through the die cutting machine in between the plates, and it will totally flatten that down for you. So if ever you've got a die that's kind of a little bit wiggly, then of course you can sort that out. Now, shall we go? Do you know, I'm going to go with...
It's all done? All right, just a couple more bits.
All done?
Just got to tell you, we're going to bring up the details for the flourish because that's obviously in the trio, showing you. So if you want to go for the flourish, it comes with the leaf, the elegant flourish, and the daisy. You're getting all three of those. $17.98 your price, saving £7.
Okay, now the top of the butterfly I'm going to do with a bit of the spotty card, so it's pink again.
Nice.
It's pink again. I did go around the edge with a little bit of a... I went around with the ice spruce actually, but there was already brown ink on my sponge, so it went a little bit dull.
Okay.
But, just get those bits off there.
That butterfly looks great in the spotty.
It does, doesn't it? Because this is kind of a filigree, then of course...
I can do that for you if you like.
Can you? You do that one for me then. And then we've got... I am going to do the base at the bottom as well, which I really wanted to use a bit of... What time have I got left?
Got 5 minutes.
I've got, sorry,
Have a look at this. Isn't
I can do this.
spotty? Now this is the with the butterfly die, you're getting your detail, and then this is the detail die, and then you've got your layer in there as well. But that's very pretty. It works. It looks like a real butterfly.
It is nice, isn't it? Right, I'm just grabbing my ink again. So what colours did I use? I used the peacock feathers.
Yeah.
And did I go with a bit of purple? I did, didn't I? See, this is what happens now. Like, I start burying everything and I don't know where anything's gone. Where's the purple gone?
Over there, underneath.
Oh, I can't see it. I must have a purple sponge somewhere. Let's find.
Oh, do you know, Eileen, Yasmin, can I just say thank you so much for your email. Unfortunately, time's beaten us, so we haven't had a chance to print it off and get it into the studio, but Kathryn and myself, we're going to have a read of your email after the show, but thank you so much, very sweet. Yasmin's watching with Dougal the dog.
Oh.
Very cute.
Oh.
We always love our fur babies here at Hochanda.
We certainly do. Right, I found my purple, look.
Oh, that's nice.
So I've just used the same colours that I used for that border.
And
I'm just going to, we'll just quickly cut out the solid at the bottom. Let's hope this looks right when it's together, Yanis, because this was no plan behind this.
I think it's going to look fantastic.
Okay, and remember I'm using the... Oh, now then, look.
Oh.
Nearly.
Well spotted.
Look, the original die that I went through with the butterfly is still stuck to the plate, and I almost cut into the base die with that then.
That would have been interesting TV.
It would, wouldn't it? That's how you ruin your dies, you see, when you do that. You don't want to do that. Let's take that one off before I forget that's there as well. Okay.
Lovely.
And then... bring the base card in. So we'll start putting this together now then. So obviously now that fits perfectly across there, which means it's 5 3/4 because a 6-inch card, which this blank is. I can see why
you love that so much.
I know, it is gorgeous. The what we class as a 6-inch card is actually 5 3/4, and it's the envelope that's 6 inches.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've not done a very good job of gluing that, but it's just because I haven't got a lot of time now. There you go. Yeah. So now we're breaking up the colour a little bit because we've got the green and the purple there. Let's just put our butterfly together.
Nice.
Now obviously I've cut the top of the butterfly out with the same cardstock as the background, so we know it's going to work beautifully. Because I've used the same colour inks for the solid bit as the border, we know that's going to work. Yeah. Now then, do you want to help me choose which flowers this time, Yanis? Yeah. Come on then.
Okay.
How are we going to put this together?
That one.
That one.
That one.
That one. I'll keep that back just for a second. I am going to use it.
Okay. That one.
That one.
That one.
That one.
Yeah. What do you think?
We'll go with that. Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah. let's have some leaves in there as well. So just bring...
Yeah, do you know what, Kathryn, look, the only criticism is I would have said maybe go for a different colour background. I mean, the pink on pink, a bit too similar.
They are quite similar, but look, if you took your green leaves underneath there to break it up a little bit, let's just tuck these together a little bit more.
Anyone who's just tuned in, I chose the background card. It was my fault, not Kathryn. I was teasing. Yeah.
I haven't glued any of it down, so I could change this when I've glued that bit down, but I haven't glued the... I have glued some of it, Meg, sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
So it's Janice's fault, but you can say, actually, I don't mind that. I don't mind.
Do you
know what? Do you know what I'm going to do?
Tone. It's not like we've never done that before.
It's easy.
Yeah. Oh. Change the colour. Kathryn, you are a very, very clever, shrewd crafter.
Let's go. Ink the edges, you said. I'm inking the whole lot now.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we're going to have a mix of colours here. We've got about a minute left. That's all we've got, Janice, haven't we?
It works. You don't. Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, I'm trying to keep that white edge there. Let's just put a little bit of a darker.
Do you want, I'll go over this one for you.
I'm not going to do them all.
Oh. Just while Kathryn's colouring in, I'm going to give you a reminder of the one-day special. We are very busy for our one-day special. It's the launch hour, Paper Rose, and you're getting these two fantastic dies. So you're getting the stamps and the accompanying stamps as well. So, sorry, two dies, I meant two sets. So you're getting your dies and your stamps, both of those for $14.99, saving £12. But remember, if you do then add an additional item into your basket, get it over that magical £30 mark, you will then be able to use the code Christmas19. That code expires at midnight tonight, so this is really your last day to take advantage of it. And if you do introduce or use the code Christmas19, you save £10 instantly. So it's £10 off your price straight away. Oh, yes.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Kathryn,
we've still got some pink.
You are a star. Thank you so much, Kathryn. I really enjoyed it.
You're very welcome.
Kathryn will be back at 8 o'clock, so do make sure to tune in.